need for new cells, that is cell division. Cell division is required for growth, replacement, repair and reproduction. Starting with for growth. As you know, most of the organisms, including plants and animals, begin their life as a single cell, that is zygote. Now this cell divides number of times to form cluster of cells, that is embryo, and same cell division occur in embryo to form new organism or individual. So cell division is essential for growth of an organisms. Now the second function is for replacement. As we know, we have different type of cells and tissues in our body. All these cells, they have definite lifespan. After completing their lifespan, they die. So to replace dead cells, tissues of the body, new cells are required, and that is again by the cell division. Now the next function is for repairment. But again, apart from normal wear and tear of the tissues in our body, there may be accidental injuries. So to heal, to repair that injured part of the body of an organism, new cells are required, and hence cell division is required. All these three functions, they are performed by mitosis, first kind of cell division. We are going to learn about mitosis in detail also. Now the last function, that is reproduction. Beta reproduction also takes place through the activity of dividing cells in lower organism, unicellular organism. They just simply divide into two identical cells by the process of mitosis. Means in lower organism, mitosis only help them to reproduce, to form new individuals. But in higher organisms, sexual reproduction take place, and for sexual reproduction, sex cells are required, that are gametes are required, and these gametes, they are formed by another type of cell division. We call it as meiosis. During meiosis, the chromosome number present in a cell, it reduced to half. Now here they have given one example of the chromosome number which is reduced to half in sex cells, that is in gametes. Now just see, in normal body cells, in man or in woman, 46 chromosomes are present, that are 23 pairs of chromosomes are there. So when the cells of their reproductive organs, testes in male and ovaries in female, they divide meiotically, they have half the number of chromosomes. Means in sperms 23 chromosomes are there. Same with ovum, also have 23 chromosomes, so that during fertilization they fuse with each other. Again the same number of chromosomes can be retained. So for all these four purposes, cell division is required. Now in order for a cell to divide, it must complete some important task, like cell must grow in size, it synthesize material which is required for cell division like proteins and RNA, it also double the quantity of DNA present in it. Entire tasks are performed by a cell in an organized manner, and the series of events is called as cell cycle. So now we will start with cell cycle: divide, grow and redivide. Beta, cell cycle is a series of events that take place in a cell, leading to the duplication of its DNA and the subsequent division of the cell to produce two daughter cells. During cell cycle, number of events are there in which cell first prepare itself for the cell division, and after that it undergo dividing phase, and by which it divides into two daughter cells. The entire cycle is called as cell cycle, which consists of two phases. Now the first phase is a non-dividing phase. We call it as interphase or resting phase. And the second phase of cell cycle is M phase. M means mitosis, and in reproductive organs M means meiosis. Now starting with non-dividing phase of cell cycle, interphase. Beta, this is the longest phase of cell cycle. Here cell prepare itself for the cell division. When new cells are formed, means when two daughter cells are produced by the parent cell, they are very small in size with a full size nucleus having a very small quantity of cytoplasm and few cell organelles. These cells are in resting phase or in interphase. But during this phase, cell prepare itself for the next division and grow to the same size of their mother cell, that is parent cell. Since no change is occurring in chromosomes or externally there is no change visible in the cell, so this phase is also called as resting phase. But in reality, cell is quite active and preparing itself for the next division. So the entire interphase is again divided into three subphases: G1 phase or first growth phase, synthesis phase S phase, and second growth phase called as G2 phase. Beta, out of these three phases, G2 phase is absent in meiotic cell division. It do not occur in meiosis. It occur only in mitosis. Now starting with the explanation of three subphases of interphase. The first is G1 phase. Beta, during this phase, cell synthesize RNA and proteins which are required for the cell to divide. It also increases the volume of cytoplasm and the number of cell organelle present in it. Mitochondria in animal cell and plant cell, and chloroplast of the plant cell, they divide by their own because they have their own DNA and ribosomes. So side by side, during G1, these two cell organelle, if they are present in cell, they keep on dividing to increase their number. At the end of the G1 phase, cell must follow two paths. They may either withdraw themselves from the cell cycle and enter the resting phase like permanent cells of the plants, or they enter next phase of the interphase, synthesis phase. So if cell enter the synthesis phase, then there it double the quantity of its DNA by synthesizing more DNA. Chromosomes are also duplicated during S phase of the interphase. Now the last phase, G2 phase, it is only occur in mitosis. In meiosis, G2 phase is absent. This is the shortest phase of interphase. Here, if more RNA and proteins, if they are required by the cell, then cell will synthesize more RNA and more proteins. Otherwise, after this phase, cell enter the dividing phase of the cell cycle, that is M phase or mitosis. Now this is the diagram representing one cell cycle. First G1 phase, first growth phase. Three main changes which occur during this phase: RNA and proteins are synthesized, mitochondria divide, chloroplast if present, then they also divide. After this, the fate of the cell: if it do not want to divide, then it withdraw itself from the cell cycle and enter the resting phase as in permanent cells of plants, or it enter next phase of interphase, synthesis phase. During synthesis phase, more DNA is synthesized. Chromosome, they get duplicated, forming two sister chromatids. Now, after this phase, the next phase is second growth phase. If more proteins and RNA are required, then only they are synthesized in this phase and directly cell enter the M phase, that is mitosis. Now before starting with mitosis, first we will do formation of the new DNA. During the S phase of interphase, each DNA molecule duplicate itself so that after the cell division, it can be equally distributed into two daughter cells. We call it as replication of DNA, which is a very complex process. But in your syllabus, it is in brief. During this new formation of DNA, first of all, the double helix, that is two strands of old DNA, they unwind themselves. Like this, they unwind themselves, and with each old strand of the DNA, one new strand is formed. This is old DNA. First of all, old strand of the DNA unwind itself, and with each new old strand, one new strand is formed. And in this way, at the end of this process, two DNA are formed, which is called as replication or duplication of DNA. The next topic, can the cell cycle go on endlessly? No. At some places it stop permanently, at another places for some time period it do not occur, and in most of the cell it keep in a continuous way. Now there are some example of different cells present in our body, that how they keep on dividing. Brain and another nerve cells, they are once formed in the embryo, they do not divide further. Once they are dead, they are not to be replaced, as no cell division occur in these cells. Liver cells, they divide once every 1 or 2 years. Surface cells, they continuously lost and replaced by underlying cells. So they keep on dividing throughout the life. In plants, the cells have the growing points, that are the tips of roots and shoots where meristematic tissue is present. They divide very rapidly to produce new cells. Specialized germinal cells, sex cells of the ovary and testes, they undergo another type of cell division, meiosis. Sometimes some cells or cells of some part of our body, they divide in uncontrolled manner. They lead to tumors, and sometimes these tumors may be cancerous. Now the next is also one important topic, cell production and cell death. As children we grow, new cells continuously being produced, and they outnumber the dying cells, means more new cells are produced than the dying cells. In adults, number of new cells formed or produced are equal to number of cell dying, and as we grow old, number of new cells produced run short, they are less than those that are dying. So this is all about the cells. Now the next topic is cell division.